Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, two of tech's most powerful individuals, have often disagreed on the future. Many things had divided the two, and they were set to fight. What started this fierce battle between two global tech giants? We'll examine why Elon Musk hates Mark Zuckerberg, the richest man on Earth. We must first understand these tech giants' lives to understand their dispute. On June 28, 1971, Elon Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa. Young Elon demonstrated interest and energy that hinted at his future objectives. Elon spent hours reading science fiction, comics, and technology literature as a child, and became interested in computers and programming. Elon's family was varied. Mother May was a Canadian model and nutritionist, while Father Errol was a South African electromechanical engineer. Elon was a quiet, smart, and curious youngster who was bullied at school. He was hospitalized after being violently assaulted by other students. Despite these difficult experiences, Elon found refuge in books and technology projects, and he became fascinated with computers early on. He used a guidebook to teach himself programming at 12 and created Blastar, a simple space-themed game which he sold to a computer magazine for $500. This was his first business deal, and it showed him what technology and abilities could do. First educated in South Africa, Elon felt confined by the environment and began considering opportunities outside. He migrated to Canada at the age of 17 to attend Queen's University in Ontario. He also wanted to get to the US, where he thought technology was most advanced. Elon sought new challenges and possibilities to pursue his future vision, not just a getaway. He and another student hired a large house off campus and turned it into a nightclub, charging admission. In 1997, Elon graduated and entered Stanford's Applied Physics and Materials Science PhD program. However, his Stanford tenure was brief. After 2 days, he left because Silicon Valley's pace of technical advancement was what he desired, and he couldn't wait. He took chances and sacrificed for better prospects. Elon started Zip2, his first startup, in 1996 instead of going to school. Zip2, a precursor to Google Maps, and Yelp provides newspapers with maps and listings from an online business directory. Several Silicon Valley giants noticed their startups. For roughly $300 million, Compaq bought Zip2 in 1999. In 1999, Elon founded X, an online payment firm aiming to transform finance. It became PayPal, an early digital payment platform. PayPal expanded quickly, but his ambitious goals and unusual management style caused conflict with other executives. In 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.50 billion. PayPal Cash helped Elon start his most important firms. The private aerospace business SpaceX, formed in 2002, aims to make space travel cheaper and enable human existence on Mars. No private business had sent rockets into orbit, and government entities dominated the space industry, making this effort dangerous. SpaceX botched 3 rocket launches after Elon invested $100 million of his own money. After years of perseverance, SpaceX became the first commercial corporation to launch a rocket to the ISS in 2008. In 2004, Elon co-founded Tesla. Elon managed Tesla's design and engineering and committed millions of his own money to keep it afloat. Tesla's 2012 Model S was lauded and changed public opinion about electric cars. Elon launched several companies to address vital concerns for humanity, in addition to SpaceX and Tesla. Solar City pushed solar energy, Neuralink studied brain-machine interfaces, and the Boring Company built subterranean transportation tunnels. But to understand why he hates Mark Zuckerberg, let's learn about him and where they first clashed. Zuckerberg's life began in White Plains, New York, on May 14, 1984. Mother was a psychotherapist, Vader a dentist. Mark, the second of 4 children, was bright from the start. He played with coding and programming as a child, always interested in computers. Mark had a keen mind and problem-solving skills from childhood. He invented ZuckNet, a communications application, at 12 to connect his father's dentistry practice computers. The tech giants' parallels begin here but continue. Possible cause of their feud. He started studying psychology at Harvard in 2002 after graduating high school. Mark's technological and social networking interests shone at Harvard. He rapidly became involved in several projects and was attracted by online networking. FaceMash, a website he created in his sophomore year, let students compare two images and vote on who was prettier. Harvard shut down FaceMash after a few days owing to privacy issues, but it received attention and showed Mark's ability to construct interesting online platforms. Mark started a bigger project after FaceMash's success. He founded Facebook in 2004 with college roommates Eduardo Savarine, Andrew McCollum, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes. Facebook, originally for Harvard students, allows users to establish accounts, connect with friends, and share information. The website spread to other Ivy League colleges and U.S. and Canadian universities due to its popularity. Facebook attracted investors as it grew. Mark and his crew decided to focus on their project full-time after seeing its potential. They left college in 2004 to start the business and moved to California to find office space and create the platform. This decision changed Mark's life. He left a stable education for risky yet exhilarating entrepreneurship. With investors like PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel and Elon Musk, Facebook became Facebook. The platform's user-friendly layout attracted more users and encouraged them to share their lives online. By 2006, Facebook had grown from a college social network to a global platform for everyone over 13 with an email address. This method helped Facebook become a social media leader. Facebook's valuation rose with its popularity. Mark became one of the youngest billionaires with his firm's stake. Facebook acquired Instagram, WhatsApp, and others throughout time. Mark diversified Facebook's products and strengthened its social media and communication supremacy with these acquisitions. His goal was to build a cross-platform environment for communication, sharing, and interaction. Mark also wants to address social issues beyond Facebook. His wife and he launched a charity organization to advance human potential and fair opportunity in 2015. By donating most of their income to education, science, and social justice, they support these causes. His corporation changed its name from Facebook to Meta in 2021, but kept the app titles. But Mark's influence goes beyond Meta. The future of technology and its effects on society are often his focus. He promotes AI, VR, and connectivity to create a more inclusive digital world. These two are some of the brightest thinkers today, yet their disagreements have begun a decade-long battle. Feud begins. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have always been innovative and competitive. Both have helped shape the technology environment, but their paths have often crossed in ways that piqued public interest, especially over their opposing views on artificial intelligence and business disputes. When Elon's SpaceX suffered in 2016, their relationship changed. SpaceX was hired to launch Facebook's Amos 6 satellite to give internet connectivity to underserved areas. The satellite was vital to Mark's goal of connecting billions, especially in developing nations. On September 1, the Falcon 9 rocket detonated on the launch pad, killing the satellite and rocket. Mark vented on Facebook after SpaceX's launch. Mishap damaged their satellite. Despite Elon's silence, their hatred grew. Later in 2018, Elon responded to the event on Twitter. Ironically, he blamed his stupidity for the failure. He stated they compensated them with a free launch and insurance, so Mark has no right to hold a grudge. Despite its irony, this tweet showed Elon's desire to take responsibility. However, it showed the tech titan's competitive and occasionally combative relationship. Musk and Zuckerberg's dispute went beyond SpaceX. In 2017, artificial intelligence divided them. A Facebook Live spectator asked Musk on his fears about artificial intelligence, which Elon had often warned about as a threat to humanity. Zuckerberg responded with excitement about AI. He called naysayers who construct apocalyptic scenarios irresponsible and cannot understand them. Mark reiterated his opinion that AI may help society rather than threaten it. Elon, who had long warned about unchecked AI research, didn't share this optimism. After the statements, Elon stated he had discussed the topic with Mark and had limited knowledge. AI disagreements were part of a larger tech community debate. Elon warns that AI growth could become uncontrollable and destructive, but Mark underlines the significance of expanding technology for the greater benefit. Over time, both presidents spoke out on numerous matters, deepening the feud. Their relationship has also been affected by regulatory scrutiny and public opinion. Facebook has been criticized for privacy, misinformation, and social impact, prompting calls for further regulation. Elon, who came under fire for Tesla and SpaceX, often weighed in on similar issues, criticizing the tech industry's response. Facebook versus X. Elon openly questioned Mark's social media strategy and its social consequences, escalating the rivalry. He criticized Facebook's impact and problematic policies. Elon's hatred of Facebook and Mark culminated in his early 2018 decision to withdraw from the network. His statements reflected growing concerns about misinformation and social media's influence on public opinion. Mark disagreed, but Elon acquired Twitter and said he wouldn't cancel anyone because of it. When deleting Facebook trended, it all started. After the Cambridge Analytica incident revealed that millions of Facebook users' data had been taken without their knowledge, the movement gathered pace. Influential voices called for Facebook account deletion as public indignation over privacy concerns and data misuse intensified. WhatsApp co-founder Brian Acton advised people to leave. Much attention was drawn to Elon's tweet, "Facebook, what?" This casual statement showed his disapproval of the platform amid privacy and ethical concerns. His audacious move to erase Tesla and SpaceX's Facebook pages defied the digital behemoth. He then tweeted that he didn't realize SpaceX had a Facebook profile. These activities have two meanings. First, it showed growing distrust toward Facebook and its activities. Elon's statement resonated with a sector of the public growing suspicious of the platform's data privacy and disinformation roles. He joined a social media transparency movement by deactivating his company's profiles. His feud with Mark was exacerbated by the statements. Both are tech titans, but their futures differ. Elon has relied on Twitter to communicate with his audience, unlike Mark, who built an empire on social networking and online community participation. He updates, teases new items, and interacts with followers and critics on the platform. In contrast, Mark has had many problems recently. Facebook's problems, misinformation, and political influence have harmed its brand. These obstacles have left him in a tough spot. In later years, the competition continued in many forms. Elon has been even more outspoken and critical on Twitter, which he renamed X after acquiring it, while Mark didn't have much to say while he faced public scrutiny and had to defend himself before Congress. The cage match. Their feud peaked in 2023. The tech industry's biggest names may face off after Elon's comment. The controversy began when Elon casually tweeted that he would battle Mark in a cage match. This statement sparked speculation among fans and journalists of a real-life confrontation between the billionaires. The idea seemed ludicrous but intriguing. Two of the world's most powerful tech and innovation leaders entering an octagon. Elon appeared to have a physical advantage due to his height and bulk. He boasted about entering the ring, although he wasn't in top shape. Many worried that Elon could compete in a physical fight against a trained opponent, since his background is tech entrepreneurship rather than athleticism. However, Mark was well-versed in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He had taken classes and fought top-tier fighters, like UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya and featherweight champion Alek Volkanovski, for years. Mark improved his grappling and submission techniques from this elite athlete training. Jiu-jitsu taught him fighting techniques and made him more comfortable in the cage under pressure. But with little training, Elon may win. Due to being 6 inches taller and over 100 pounds heavier than Mark, this difference is significant, and why fighting sports have weight classes. As enthusiasm increased over the anticipated fight, the two traded mild punches and insults on social media. Fans envisioned a high-profile cage match televised online for millions. It was more than a fight. It was a clash of egos and their very different life and career styles. Both were working hard, and Elon imagined the match in the Coliseum with live streaming on both platforms. As the buzz increased, the reality of arranging such a show dawned. Promoting a legitimate battle between two billionaires is quickly complicated by legal, logistical, and safety issues. Questions were raised concerning the venue, rules, and safety. Despite initial excitement, the fight never happened, and the bout was called off. No specific explanations were given, but various causes contributed. First, both men are quite busy with their businesses. Despite their long-standing conflict and Elon's hatred of Mark, juggling their company's demands with fight training has been too much, especially with public attention. The idea's silliness undercut their brand's gravitas. Elon and Mark are influential in their fields, so a staged fight may have damaged their reputations. Both men must consider the possibility of injury when fighting in a cage. The public wondered what could have been. Though the cage match never transpired, their feud continued. Elon and Mark's enmity has evolved recently. Elon's Twitter comments on Meta's platforms were remarkable. He accused Instagram of depressing users. Mental health and social media's effects on well-being were hot topics at the time. Musk hates Zuckerberg most for this reason. He lies. Mark was targeted because of Meta's safety scandals. Elon's statement reinforced concerns about social media's psychological consequences, especially on youth. In addition to Instagram, Elon questioned WhatsApp's dependability. He called the chat platform untrustworthy, exacerbating tensions with Mark. His comments seemed to target Meta's products and the digital privacy and security debate. This criticism was noteworthy because WhatsApp is touted for its end-to-end encryption and has millions of users using it for private conversation. These developments made Mark laugh. He made waves by posting on Twitter for the first time in over a decade after Threads, a new Twitter competitor, launched. His sharing of the pointing Spider-Man meme was significant. This highlighted Threads' competition with Twitter, highlighting his dispute with Elon and their platforms. Was Elon right to despise Mark? Share in the comments.